Hello. It's Monday, May 10th, and I just got back from a little vacation and went to Florida to see an old friend. See my deep dark tan. Got a little few more freckles, and had a wonderful time. It's always good to uh, get away and be refreshed a little bit and just have a change of scenery and to see an old friend. So I just went to worship yesterday's service, and Rich and Hayden did a wonderful job, I thought. Um, I was I was impressed, and I'm so glad that it all went well. And we'll have to remember this and hire Rich again, maybe. So I have a story for you today, and it's about there's a life supporter, Dallas Wright is his name. And he tells of a time when he commuted over an hour to work. And he learned a beautiful lesson about perspective. These are his words. The job was very stressful, but the drive home was beautiful countryside and always helped me to relax. There were many winter wheat fields planted along the way, and I especially loved them because they were an oasis of green among the barrenness of winter. And one day, as I passed a particularly lovely spot, I was not quite ready to give up the beauty and looked into the rearview mirror. I noticed, much to my surprise, that the field appeared even greener through the rearview mirror. Farther down the road, I tested again with other fields, and sure enough, they always appeared a deeper and more beautiful green. I reflected on how we often feel that things were better in the past, and it occurred to me that just as that wheat stood exactly the same, my perception of it had changed in the reflection. And so it is with our past, right? When it appears that there was more good to experience then than now, I remind myself of that day to fracture an old adage and coin a new one. The grass is always greener in the rearview mirror. Memory has a way of making the past seem rosier than it was. If you find yourself wishing that things were the way they used to be, it may just be that the grass looks greener in the rearview mirror. And if you spend too much time admiring the view in the mirror, you're likely to miss something great just ahead. I think perspective is so important. We tend to remember our good experiences over our bad ones. Not always, but that happens a lot. And that makes it even more difficult to set aside uh, the past. But we need to learn from our past, learn from both the good things that happened and the not so pleasant things, and take those in our hearts with us as we move forward. God has a way of always instilling hope in our hearts. It may wane, it may ebb sometimes, but we always. I think that's how we get by. In many instances, we look for something to um, in our future. We look forward to something to hope for or to look forward to, even if it's just something you're having for dinner tonight that you know you love, or um, uh, you know you're going to see a particular movie, or you're going to talk to someone you love on the phone, maybe, or in person. It can be a small thing, but we continually revise our thinking and revise our hearts, to put aside whatever negative things might have just happened and look forward. And so I invite you to have a talk with God and just say, please, please, God, help me to do that. Walk beside me and help me to look for the hope and to see what you have, what you may have in store for me in the near or far future, because you love me so much. So blessings.